There is a question posed to Jesus. Why does your disciples eat and drink, whereas John's disciples fast? Now, eating and drinking is a part of celebration, whereas fasting could get into something of the opposite. Now, Jesus explains to them with the examples. One of the examples which Jesus gives them is of the wineskins. Now, not the bottles as we have. We do have wineskins as well. And those are the things which Jesus picks up to place before them or make them understand that new wine which is not fully mature, not fully ripe, maybe still fermenting, or requires the wineskin to be flexible. Because the new wineskin is flexible, can adjust, whereas the old wineskin, which gets hard and brittle, can break easily. So too with the example of this fasting or feasting. He says, there is time for everything. It's both the Old Testament as well as New Testament that is important to us. You cannot just have Old Testament or you cannot just have New Testament. We require both at a specific time to get the understanding, to progress in our enrichment of faith. Now, in our own lives, this is a lesson for us where we need to adjust to both. When you are with God, there is a rejoicing aspect. God provides you everything, but there is also a sad part where you need to suffer. You need to go through difficult times because you are standing for God. But it doesn't mean that is the fasting period. The fasting period which Jesus speaks of is the time when the bridegroom will be taken away. We saw in the lives of saints, even in their sufferings, the difficult moments, they are still happy. For us, it could be great difficulties, but they were rejoicing with God. When God is there with you, whether you are feasting, whether you are going through difficult times, I would say that's the part of celebration. But when the bridegroom is taken away, that's the time of our failing. When God is kept away from us, we get into a type of sinfulness, into our own weaknesses of our human self. Our mind or our heart gets attracted to the worldly things around us, evil things, evil thoughts, evil intentions. And you cannot have both God as well as this other part. So God is being kept away. That's the time when the bridegroom is away from our lives. And that's the time we need to mourn, repent, fast. Why? In order to get this bridegroom back in our lives. So no, we need to adjust. Both these parts, both these areas could be parts of our lives. We are with God or God is with us, and at sometimes or the other, we fail. We keep God away. We keep God maybe not in that much preference. And that's the time we need to do something. We need to work on to get this God back. This will come into your lives. There is time for everything. But try to get back to what is right and what is good.